Hello friends, a very warm welcome to Ansarkari. I am Vikas Bhardwaj and today we are taking up four more important concepts. Semiru volcano, some facts on asteroids, what is bird flu and what is ash and fly ash. The goal is to make you provoke and understand not only simple concepts but also related ideas. So let's get going. Semeru, also known as the Great Mountain. I'm already showing you the Great Mountain is the highest volcano in Java and it's one of the most active volcanoes ever. This has erupted only recently in 2021, early 2021, and before that in 2019. Now, Indonesia, the country that you might be aware of, that it is having the maximum number of active volcanoes in the world and it is prone to seismic upheavals. Do you know the reason why it is prone to seismic upheavals? Because of its location, and its location with the keyword is Pacific Ring of Fire. Semeru volcano is part of the island arcs, as I'm showing you. It is part of the island arcs, and which are formed by, you can say, subduction of the Indo uh, Australian plate below the Sunda plate. So, Indo Australian plate and Sunda plate, you can look into that, and we can discuss this concept little later. So the key thing to understand is that the trench, what I'm talking is this, the Sunda Trench, or the trench which is formed here is called Sunda Trench because the major section of this Sunda Trench is the Java Trench. And the changes which are taking place, they are so dynamic in nature that continuously some kind of volcanic activity is going on. So our goal is to make ourselves familiar, go for more knowledge. I'll be putting a description about volcanic eruptions in 2021 in the description box. An asteroid that might have a lunar origin. So this study I found, that's why I thought it will be good for me to share with you. The University of Arizona researchers, they believe that a near Earth asteroid, okay, could be could be a piece of our moon, that broke off in the past. So near Earth asteroid, they are not part of the main asteroid belt, which we know that is between Mars and Jupiter, but instead it inhibits in the inner solar system, inner solar system. And the most important thing is that the pattern is different from the uh, mainstream asteroids, if I use that word. Secondly, along with the spectrum evidence which we are finding, we find that the asteroid came from the moon, and when it was proved beyond doubt that it would make this asteroid, the name of this asteroid is Kamo Olaiva, Kamo Olaiva, the first ever asteroid that was actually a piece of moon. So near Earth asteroid, that is why we said it is having lunar origin. So one of the most interesting facts, you can think more about the early formation of universe. And bird flu, what is bird flu? Very important to know for understanding. It is an infectious respiratory disease caused by H5N1 influenza virus, and it can occasionally infect humans. Occasionally, when human beings are coming in contact with a carrier. So bird flu usually affects poultry. Poultry. That is the main thing. It is affecting poultry. So you can say chicken, ducks, and there are other strains also which are very important to take care. For example, H5N8. One strain is H5N8. One is H5N1, other is H5N8, which is really lethal among birds, but it has not been found to be affecting humans that as of now. There are two strains, as I said, H5N8, H5N1, and Bird flu can spread from bird to animals, as I was just telling you. The symptoms include cough, fever, sore throat, muscular ache, headache, pain in the body, and so on. And we must take precautions in order to be preventing ourselves from such situation or position. So how it spreads? So it spreads when birds comes in contact with nasal secretions. When the nasal secretions and the fecus of infected birds. It is the reason. And it can spread to human in the similar fashion. So that is the main thing to take care, that if one bird to another group of birds and so on. So lack of energy, lack of appetite, swelling of head, eyelids, combs, bird will not be flying in enthusiastic or in a cool fashion, discoloration of legs, nasal discharge, coughing, sneezing, diarrhea. These are some of the symptoms in birds. And as I already shared with you, the symptoms in human beings we have shared in our last slide. Ash. What is ash? And fly ash. Two things we have. So this is a solid remnant of fires. Simple translation is solid remnant of fires. It refers to all non-aqueous, non-gaseous. Okay, please remember, non-aqueous, non-gaseous residues which remain after burning of something. So solid remnants of fire. So what is the best example? Can you tell me one of the best examples? Yes, you're right. Wood ash. Wood ash is the best example of ash because solid remnants of fire are remaining. No aqueous, no gases are there. So, for example, after campfires or after bonfire, we find that. So ash is a disinfecting agent. It is having antibacterial properties. And even in our villages in Indian culture, it is used an alternative of soap also when it is not available. Ashes can be of different types. Some ash can contain natural compounds. Some ash can contain other type of toxic chemicals, which may break up in soil from chemical changes or activities of microorganisms. Now, fly ash. So, what is fly ash? Fly ash is byproduct byproduct from burning of coal in electric plants. That's how it is called fly ash, because it is transported from the combustion chamber of these plants through by exhaust gases. That is why it is called fly ash. So fly ash contains what it is property. When we are talking about the property, can you really guess what it will include? Which things are there in it, or what are the composition? What is the composition? That's about silicon dioxide, aluminium oxide, ferric oxide, calcium oxide. So this is what, but it is resembling Portland cement, but it is chemically different from it. So Portland cement is the binding material, which is used which is in the finely grounded form, powdered form, and it is manufactured by burning and grinding mixture of limestone and clay. But but its chemical composition includes something different. It is not unlike fly ash. Chemical composition includes calcium silicate, calcium aluminate, calcium silicate, calcium aluminate, and even calcium aluminiferrite also is part of it. Whereas such is not the case with uh, what I should say, fly ash. So it is different, and but fly ash is also exhibiting cementitious properties. Cementitious properties is that when the mixture is mixed in water, it becomes very hard. It becomes hardened with water. So what are the uses? It is used in concrete. It is used as concrete. It is also used cement products, road base, for road construction, we can say. It is used for metal recovery. It is used as mineral filler and others. So fly ash particles, they are toxic pollutants. They can trigger heart disease, cancer, respiratory diseases, and so on. And when you can say, when combined with water, they cause leaching of heavy metals. Metals in groundwater, they also pollute the soil. So very negative consequences. They also pollute soil and affect the I should say root development system. So many ideas and points are there. They are impacting trees also. So do think about it. What do you think should be the solution for it? And how better our policies and programs should be in that direction. Thank you very much for your watching and support. Do make your own notes. And most importantly, don't stop moving forward. That's the way to success, as said by Swami Vivekananda. Thank you very much.